Hello, fellow fools, and welcome to the collective reading for this Leo new moon that we are experiencing right now. And the mantra for this new moon is confidence is your key to success. Confidence is your key to success. So this particular new moon is dramatic. Leo itself is already full of drama, but because of the aspects astrologically that the moon and the sun are making to all of the other planets in our solar system right now, there's just a big chaotic energy, a lot of shifts and change. This new moon is directly opposing Pluto in Aquarius, which is Pluto's all about like destruction, but also rebirth. And, it's also a generational planet. So we're talking about, things that are not only just affecting us on a personal level, but our community at large, our world at large. So we're witnessing a lot of these, deaths, rebirths, new ways of thinking about things. Not only that, because Uranus, the planet of sudden, insights and change and revolution, is also making a sextile to this new moon, which is, a flowing aspect, but it's something that you have to actively take advantage of to learn something from. So maybe new communications, insights, things like that are also happening at the time. But not only that, we also have Saturn and Neptune really close together in Aries, right around 2 degrees as well, which is making a trine to this new moon. So, we just have a lot of different energies in the sky, Saturn being about restriction and, boundaries and wisdom through time. That having a conversation with Neptune, the planet, like the exact opposite basically of Neptune, which is very dreamy, very much like, it could also be delusions, things like that. So we're really, going through a moment right now of collective and personal change and evaluation of where we're at. Are we feeling confident? Are we feeling this Leo energy? Are we allowing, even though if you don't have Leo placements in your chart, you still have Leo somewhere in your birth chart. So it's activating something in your chart regardless. So I would just ask yourself at this time, like, where am I expressing where am I allowing my creativity to be healthily expressed at this time? Especially if you're having big fiery emotions, that lion, you got to give an outlet to roar, or else it's gonna, bottle up and not be, operating how it needs to operate. Oh, and another thing that I forgot to mention is that not only are all of this planetary energy happening, but we also have a Mercury retrograde also happening in Leo right now. So communication might be funky. Your thoughts might, your words might not come out exactly how you're thinking about them. And especially if we're dealing with maybe even like ego conflicts, because whenever we're talking about Leo, it is about that ego, and there's nothing wrong with the ego. We all need our egos to, live healthy lives here. But sometimes our egos can be in battles with our life situations or with other people. And now's the time for us to really sit with ourselves and be clear on, are we honoring our inner lion? And are we also honoring the inner lion of other people? That we all are in I don't know is it a harem? I don't think that's the right word. Mercury retrograde is here with me, but like a collection of lions, like a lion den, it takes all of us to work together in order to be as powerful and to survive, really. So this is about like, are we lions that are competing with each other and just like tearing each other down? Are we, battling these egos that don't need to be battled? Or are we really transforming our egos and like being like, oh, this is what I need. This is what my lion within me is trying to roar and like be heard. And then, reflecting that with what other lions are roaring at you and finding the middle ground is going to be your key to success within this lunation. So, just it's okay if it's a little dramatic. People might be heated too. It is a fire sign. So, and with all the other tensions that are happening right now in the sky, now is just a good time to really ground yourself. I've said that this is the same message that I've been getting for a lot of these videos is take care of your nervous system. There's a lot of change happening globally this whole year, next year. It's not stopping. So how can we really take care of ourselves? Like, I'll even admit this last weekend was so stressful for me. And like, this new moon for me, I've been feeling it. It's been really intense for me in my body, and ways that I've had to like take care of myself is like, just go outside, like literally take a breath and, move your body, stretching, things like that. This energy has to go somewhere, and it's better to have an outward outlet, especially Leo. Creativity is a great idea right now. Music, dancing, like it doesn't have to be for, you can even color, it doesn't have to be for like selling or anything. It can just be for you to throw away, just have some sort of creative outlet, poetry, freestyling, whatever resonates with you. That will be a great way to also calm your nervous system at this time. So the card that came out is the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is so interesting. This is a very grounding energy too. Seven of Pentacles, as you can maybe see in this video, is like a person who's putting in the work. They're seeing some fruits of their labor, but they know that they're not quite done yet. This is like you're working for a harvest that's not quite ready to collect from. But if you keep up the good work, if you keep up what you've been putting in, you will have that success. You will have that material specific success, earthly success. Pentacles are really about it could be money, but any resource that we can tangibly have, like food, things like that. So I love this card too. It's very orange, which is solar plexus, or excuse me, sacral chakra. Oh my God. Yeah, the sacral chakra. Oh my goodness. Like, so yeah, that is a very Leo energy too, which is like about like your creative desires. That could also be schmexual in nature as well. So if you need to get creative in that kind of way, it is a creative energy. So yeah, that is one outlet of that too. But keep up the hard work. Try not to also, don't turn back so soon, because this is like you've already kind of broken a cycle of some kind, and now it's time to like finish out the story of this. And it could be really easy to fall into old patterns that would maybe detract from the progress that you're making here. So the advice is keep going. You've put in a lot of work. And God, are you tired? That's so, you might even be burnt out. That's why we need to take care of ourselves and things like that. But just know that there is a promise of a beautiful, rich harvest if you can just keep up. Just keep up, do your best, take breaks when you need to, ask for help when you need it. Isn't that a lesson that I learned this last weekend? It's like you don't have to hold so much on your own either. There are people out there who are happy to help you find who your support system is, and be willing to lean on that, because a farmer can't harvest anything. Like one single farmer can't yield as much fruit than like a farmer with help, with other people helping along the process. So yes, things to consider for this new moon. If you are wanting a more personal reading, I do also do those. So you can book with me at Confia Collective. It is linked on my website at Fortune of the Fool. And also, that's astrology, tarot, psychic insights. I am someone who can help you with all of that. And I also teach pole dancing. So if you want to check that out, check out my page at Bren Biggs. But anywho, thank you so much for listening. Have a great new moon. See you soon.